to shut their asses down. And I'm telling y'all, if you think you're bad, with your goddamn computers and you're navigating shit, you can't navigate these goddamn spirits. So keep messing around with the goddamn lies if you want to. Keep it up, here. Shit. Ain't nobody got time for this shit. We trying to talk about a goddamn spiritual transformation and y'all don't want it to be heard? Shit. Y'all going through it too. You just don't know it because you're too goddamn busy caught up in media. Stop messing with shit. Leave shit alone. We trying to get a message to the people. Shit. All the social media platforms were having issues today. That's that spiritual goddamn, what I tell you, cyber attack I told y'all about. I told y'all, that's that cyber attack. God damn it, let them keep it up. Let them keep it up. That's that cyber attack. I'm in it. Okay, Marina, I see you. You're, and it keeps saying very bad connection. Very bad connection. That's funny, y'all. That's funny. Okay, we're going to see what happens. The saying is live. Marina, can you see us clearly on YouTube? Justin Allen. How are you, Justin Allen? You been okay today? Hey, y'all. Hey, KT, how are you? How are you? Can y'all hear us good in YouTube? See, right now, we got two cameras going, y'all. Yeah, we got the Facebook and we got the YouTube going. Okay? Can y'all see us? All right, Berkeley Godfrey, peace and blessings, my brother. How are you? I know all is well. What the hell is going on with YouTube? Very bad connection. Can y'all see it? Hey, Morena. I'm saying it just like it's supposed to say. Sound. My computer at work was just tripping all day. Candy Rain, yours too. So that means, okay, y'all, it's time for me to tap this start. Hold on. The computer's tripping, but I know my damn phone just muted itself out. Now that shit ain't no computer tripping. That's some shit. That's something I told y'all them cyber guys. I told y'all it's gonna be a cyber warfare. I told y'all they gonna start messing with your shit. Y'all wanna mess around with these goddamn Asians, and these Asians got something for your asses, okay? Keep messing with them goddamn Asians, okay? Everything you got is made in China, so keep messing with that shit if you want to, okay? My phone is fine. YouTube is breaking up. Okay, yeah. Yeah, YouTube is acting up and saying that very bad connection. So everybody been having computer problems, right? I guess that's what we getting here. Everybody been having computer problems. Okay. Me too, Candy. All right, so that means the aliens are here, y'all. Y'all ain't know. The Anunnaki's here. Y'all better be careful. Now, okay, there we go. Okay, I'm good, thanks. All right, if y'all can see us, let us know. All right, keep saying bad connection. They must be in what? Cahoots together, Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, well, you know what? It ain't even Facebook and YouTube. It's a bigger source, okay? And I told y'all what I seen spiritually a while back about them cyber attacks, and we better pay attention. You understand? It's going to be a cyber war. It's going to be a physical war. It's going to be a spiritual war. But today we're here to talk about transformation, okay? Before we talk about it, it's not going, see? Before we talk about it, I know Brother Dinkle wanted to discuss a few things. Y'all know media has y'all so goddamn caught up in their world, you ain't paying attention to what's going on in your own world. You know why? Because everybody's on Twitter, everybody's on Facebook, everybody's on Instagram talking about Eminem. What else the hell they talking about? Talking about every goddamn thing else but their own transformation. Okay? Now, I know that I listened to that little piece. Okay, first of all, I missed the BET Awards. I ain't get to watch it, right? And I don't usually never miss it, but I've been busy. I got more important things to do, okay? Now, I listened to that shit that Eminem put out today. First of all, I couldn't understand it for one. I'm saying, wait a minute, because, you know, y'all, I just had woke up, right? And I'm sitting on the bed. I said, what the hell is he talking about, right? Then here we go. President Bush this and President Bush that and da-da-da-da, Kaepernick this. And I shook my goddamn head. Y'all said, oh shit, here we go. I said, here we go. What was he talking about now, right? And it was crazy to me. I didn't even like it. It sounded like he was trying to do some type of spoken word freestyle shit that I ain't never heard of. So I'm watching it. Right? I'm watching it.
I thought it wasn't a cipher.
I don't know what the hell they call that shit, cipher, whatever the hell they call it. But it was like, okay, then you're going to put your fist up and talk about, I'm with Kaepernick. Kaepernick, you are a popular ass right now. You got the whole goddamn country fighting over your ass, okay? However, again, this show is about spiritual transformation. Because while they got you caught up in their world, you ain't paying attention to what's really going on in yours. But I'm going to let Brother Dinker tell what he wanted to talk about. Because he said he wanted to talk about some stuff, y'all. I'm listening.
Shit. I don't know what's wrong with this damn thing.
You heard me?
Alright. I don't know. My whole thing was I was just really just tripping off the Eminem whole thing, you know, because he not only did he talk about he always talking about the presidents or whatever. He went at Bush. I forgot what he said about Bush, but I just find it interesting that he's the only rapper that really went hard at Trump. And I just want to know, what did y'all think about that, family? Because I haven't really heard any popular black rappers.
What?
I haven't heard any popular black rappers really just getting Trump's ass. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to know what y'all thought about that. How do y'all feel about the black rappers not saying anything to Trump?
Freeman, you know what? They say ice is bad for your teeth. I ain't did a goddamn thing to my teeth yet. My ice is soft, okay? So, whoever keeps saying don't chew ice, first of all, when your ass is going through premenopause, you're going to chew ice and every goddamn thing else you could chew. I'm chewing ice because I like to eat ice. At the end of the day, my ice, I get the good ice. I get it from Quick Trip, Racetrack, soft ice, you know what I mean? It ain't going to just stop listening to everything you hear. Oh, it's bad for your teeth. It's bad for your teeth. They told you every goddamn thing is bad for you, and then they turn around and it ain't bad for you. It's good for you.
Call for Bailey's and my daughter.
Keep talking on the thing. I'll talk to my daughter. Go ahead.
I don't know. They say it is bad for your teeth, y'all. It's supposed to be bad for your marrow in your teeth, but I don't know. I could talk to her about that till I blew the face. She gonna eat her ice.
To do this thing with.
So what do y'all feel about that, fam?
The assistance thing?
Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see y'all.
You know what?
I'm trying to see y'all.
At 11. I didn't know we had to go. I'm
trying to see y'all.
Tell you to bring him in the morning.
Y'all chat what y'all chatting.
I might get him after that. We're gonna go early, and then we'll come back and I'll get him.
It's not letting me.
Yeah, Terrence said we have to be there before 11.
Hold on, it's not letting me. Let me see.
No, she don't. She gets up.
Okay, here we go.
He'll wake back up at 11. We're doing a video live on Facebook and YouTube right now.
All right.
Yeah, so I was going to say because we have to be there before 11, and I'll get him after that.
Let me see.
Just pack his stuff anyway. Okay. Who's a clone? Okay, all right. Okay, bye.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Of course, we get the interruptions for the kids. Mom, are you going to keep my JJ tomorrow? You know, my grandson, y'all. What the hell is this?
Okay, y'all say Black Thought from the Roots said something about him. What did he say about Trump?
Oh, you know what? Everybody's body's different, Freeman. Everybody's body's different. Everybody's teeth are different. I don't know if my teeth are made of goddamn cement, but they ain't bothered me yet.
I know the head is.
Shut up. That his is bigger than mine, though, right? Wait, to me, it's just a distraction to add fuel to the fire. A racial uprising is coming. Sean Jackson, it ain't coming. It been here. You ain't know? Ain't a goddamn thing changed. This is, look back in the 50s and the 60s. This ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new under the goddamn sun. Y'all don't know? Y'all don't know? What, again, we need to be paying attention to is our spiritual transformation. And what they know is that that we are in a transformation. This is an awakening period for humanity. So what they have to do is keep you blindsided and caught off your guard of going through your physical transformation. You understand? By giving you the all the things that you see going on in the media, keeping your mind focused over here so you don't go through your spiritual transformation and your awakening. Okay? So you will not vibrate on a higher frequency, so you'll stay right down here in this chaotic shit that we see going on every day on media. That's what they're doing. Spiritual warfare is what we're experiencing.
I do feel like it's like Eminem did say something that was that I think he was right about. It's a distraction because we got shit happening in Puerto Rico. I don't know. I think the U.S. government is up to something in Puerto Rico. I don't know what it is, but they up to something because they just decimated that whole island. You know, that whole island got decimated by the hurricane or whatever. And they probably still don't even have power. I haven't heard any updates about that. Let me see.
You on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
All right, let me hang out on Facebook with y'all. Now, let me tell y'all something. If y'all look all over Twitter, look all over Facebook, look all over Instagram, they're talking about everything else but spiritual awareness. Okay? Talking about everything else but spiritual awareness. They got your asses focused, okay? Stagnant on what's going on around you right now, which is everything else but you. Focusing on you and your transformation. And as long as they can keep you in their world, you'll continue to vibrate on this lower vibration and lower frequency that these men are on, okay? Dallas Cowboys said what?
Yeah, we talked about that the other day, Sean Jackson, about the Dallas Cowboy owner saying that if his team doesn't stand, they can't play. What's he going to do? Like I said the other day, what's he going to do if the quarterback and the running back and the star receiver say that? What he's going to do if them two sit down? If they don't play, they don't play. But somebody going to be out of some fucking money. So I don't know. I ain't buying that shit. And the whole thing on the internet, they claiming that Trump gave Jerry Jones a call because he took a knee with his players. So, I mean, it's a private business. What he's going to do, I guess it ain't private. Jerry Jones, he probably told Jerry Jones because the NFL is non-profit. He probably told Jerry Jones, if you don't get these niggas in line, the NFL ain't gonna be y'all gonna have to pay more taxes on this damn game.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna tell y'all like this.
So Jerry Jones was like, you ain't fucking up his money.
Jerry Jones can say what the hell he want to say. At the end of the day, ain't nobody. Now I want y'all to pay attention to this. Gonna listen to that, okay? They know that if they do that, they can lose players. That's their money. See, it's like this. It's like this. If these players say no, y'all gonna make sure y'all respect us. They lose too. Because they feel like, okay, we'll get more players. No. If everybody says, you know, we standing down. Enough is enough. We standing down. What they gonna do? They ain't gonna have no choice but to join in. You gotta join in because you lose money. These what do you call it? Managers and owners are, you know, making money off of these men's backs. Sound familiar, y'all? Off of these men's back. Most of them are
Billions of dollars a year.
Most of them are what? Black. You know, black people dominate the sports. Black people dominate everything. So they are making money, billions of dollars off of these men's back. Don't you think if they were smart, they would shut their asses up and bow down too? You know what? I would be like, look here, Trump. I don't know what the hell you talking about, but you ain't messing with my goddamn $1 million. You got your Trump Towers, you got your billions. But guess what? You messing up my billions, so you better shut the hell up. Because if I was Trump and these players, you know, and these coaches and these owners and managers, I would be like, look here. Trump ass got to go somewhere. Look here, fellas, get out there. I will bow down with you because you make me my money. You see? So, if these managers and if these owners were smart, they wouldn't tell, you understand, these players, they better not do such and such and such.
I think they would. The owners would be best to just stay out of it. You know what I mean? Don't say anything.
The owners need to shut the hell up and join in. That's what they need to do. The owners need to sit their asses up there and get down on their knees too. And say, you know what? We have to respect that. And you know what? Whatever we got to do by any means necessary. If y'all don't want to do it, but guess what? We respect that. Let's get the game on and keep it moving. And shut the hell up.
You know they had Trump had the vice president go to a game. I think it was in Indianapolis. And they was honoring Peyton Manning or whatever. And what happened was when the players kneeled, he had gave Pence specific orders to leave the stadium. So soon as they did the national anthem and the players knelt, he left and said he was offended by the players. And so this is some shit that they all cooked up, and everybody knew it was coming unless you're a fucking idiot. You can't tell that this shit was staged. So, you know. That's my take on that.
All I gotta say, they could do what the hell they want to do. At the end of the day, I don't give a goddamn. You ain't taking me off of my spiritual transformation. And there's a huge awakening taking place. Can't you all see it? Actually, y'all, look at everything that's going on. Puerto Rico, the hurricanes, the racism. Then you got the white supremacists talking about that they're going to march in Charlottesville again. You see everything that's going on that's trying to take you off of your focus of transforming with everything else on the planet and the cosmos. You understand? They're trying to keep you away from that. There's a huge transformation going on, and it's bigger than them. It's bigger than us. And it's, you know what? A huge transformation. And what's happening is happening right before your eyes. Can y'all see it? Because in one breath, although you see all of this going on, they're trying to cause race wars and all of this, and everybody's saying, no, enough is enough. This is the transformation. This is also an eye-opener for black folks. Okay, this is a huge transformation. I'm gonna tell you what the difference is. Okay, the difference is we do know ain't nothing changed since 1950, 40, and 30, and 65. Since we had civil rights movement and all that great stuff that was going on. Well, the difference between this and now, this time, this day, this transformation is really going to make the change. We shall rise again. And they know that their time is up. You want to add to that?
Yeah, I think we really just need to get more focused on us and leave that shit that these motherfuckers are doing, trying to get us riled up with the race shit. Go spiritual with it. You ain't got to say nothing. You don't have to get on social media. You ain't got to say what you going to do. Just go spiritual with it. If all of us just go spiritual with it, go to the ancestors, go to the altars, a lot of this shit, we shut a lot of this shit down. That's what I got to add to it. Take it spiritual.
I mean, you know, we can take it spiritual, but again, I want you to go outside. I want you to take a step outside. You know, we was doing some rearranging. You see what I'm saying? In the store today, we're doing our thing in the store, and it's crazy because at the end of the day, I just feel like it's like a different type of energy. I don't know if y'all feel it, but it's a whole different type of energy. Like this whole type of energy that I can't even explain. It's like I ain't a part of this world. Although I'm physically in it, I'm not a part. Like my world is over here. Like I'm on this dimension and they're still on this dimension. You see what I'm saying? So what's happening is, you know, we're not paying attention to that aspect of it because there is a transformation taking place, as crazy as it looks, with media, Facebook, all its social media sites. Everybody's talking about it. There's really a transformation going on. And in order to get to the calm, you have to go through the storm. And the storm says, we're going to bring chaos. Okay? And we're going to bring a lot of chaos before the storm. Because when it's all said and done, you're going to see the end picture. They're going to have to be forced to do what's right just in America, okay? Which means that at the end of the day, all of this bullshit racism that we see, all of this, independence in the flag. I even see the government getting away with all of that shit going away too. There's so much going on that we're not paying attention to that's taking place behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, there's a lot that's going on. You better pay attention to the economics too.
What do you think about the supposedly the government? They put out a memo, the FBI, saying that they're gonna. They already started up COINTELPRO 2.0, that's doing the COINTELPRO again against all the people like us that say what we say about the government and get on the social media and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Recall my memory on a COINTELPRO, because I remember hearing about that shit years ago.
In the 60s, J. Edgar Hoover, I think he led the COINTELPRO. From what I read, and the whole job was to gather information about the Black Panthers and certain groups like that, and then he was to use that information to shut them down and send black FBI agents into these groups.
At the end of the day, they can do what the hell they want to do. I'm telling y'all, it's a whole different time, a new day, a new time, and a new type of spiritual energy that's coming up in here, okay? Mm-hmm. A new type of spiritual energy. We're talking about a transformation like no other transformation. And then the reason that we actually experience it repetitively over the last 100 years is because that's the energy that we were in. But that energy's over. I'm talking about a new type of spiritual energy coming in that they cannot control. So all of their COINTELPRO and all that they think they're going to do ain't working no more. You got people going look here. Y'all got people going through transformations at different times and different days. So what's happening, you still might be on the third dimension and I'm on the goddamn sixth dimension, okay? You on the fourth dimension. So what's happening, this is happening before their eyes. Even them themselves that think that they know. See, they think they're invincible. They have no control of this. This is taking place on a spiritual level, not just a physical level. They have no control. Unless you're a goddamn robot, you going through this transformation whether you like it or not. You hear what I'm saying? So, as I always say, their doing will be their very own undoing. They have no control of what's taking place. A man is steady hanging on by the skin of their goddamn teeth, trying to think that they're going to change some shit that they got no control of. If your asses had control of it, you would know how we came about and how to make us last on this earth forever. But you don't know shit because we got to go through the natural cycle of things. And that's including every goddamn man that runs the government, that runs the FBI, that runs everything they think they're running. They're just like another little dot. Like I told y'all before, when I used to work at World Trade Center, I was looking out the window on the 98th floor. Everybody looked like little cells, the same as it looks like under a microscope. And that's what the government is. Just another little fucking cell on this planet. You ain't doing a goddamn thing. You too are going through this transformation. That's why, again, they're hanging on to the energy by the skin of their teeth. Go ahead. What you want to say?
That was just, that was it. Let me see. It was something else I had seen too on the news. Can't remember what it was.
Now I want to, Freeman says, I live in STL. Where's that at? St. Louis? Okay. The racism and bullshit is unbearable. My people are crying out because they feel lost, not knowing what to do or where to go. Look here, my sister or brother. Wait a minute. I can't see your picture, but let me tell you this. You tell your people the worst thing they could do is get scared. Do not fear. Tell them to go outside, hold hands, and call upon the spirit of the ancestors, all right, to deal with the goddamn racism. That's what you tell them. At the end of the day, if it's unbearable, make it bearable. Shut them down. And all they got to do is get together and start calling on the spirit of their ancestors and making it disappear out of their world. See, the thing about it, when you give it energy, that's when it becomes unbearable. I don't pay them no goddamn mind. I don't pay goddamn no mind. That don't bother me. You got a problem with the color of my skin? That sounds like a personal goddamn problem to me. You don't like the color? That's your problem. That's your issue. That's your issue. I don't care what you do or how you do it. And when it's all said and done, again, they're not running a goddamn thing down here. Nothing. The most powerful force on this earth is the force of water and fire. They got goddamn fires going on in California. They got tsunamis coming across the world. They got sinkholes falling in. Tell them to control that shit. Tell them to control that. Tell them to stop a goddamn tsunami from putting New York City underwater. Tell them to control that. Let them stop that force of water from putting their tanks underwater. See, what y'all gotta stop doing is giving them power. And when you give them your energy and power, you're basically uplifting them. That's what you're doing. You uplifting them. Stop uplifting. I don't give a goddamn. You don't like me? Okay. I don't like your ass either. But I ain't paying you no mind, and I refuse to give your ass power. Oh, well. I'm a nigga. I'm a nigga. Okay. You don't like my skin color? Sounds like a personal problem to me. I don't like yours either. You know what I mean?
Freeman Weiser said, ain't nobody scared. He said they protesting and fighting back.
It's just not enough fighting. So many of us are lost in sleep. It's disheartening. Well, don't get it confused, y'all. Don't get it confused. I don't see that black folks are scared. This ain't goddamn 1930, 29. This ain't goddamn slavery days. And this sure ain't the 60s. What I see is they're scared. They are the ones who are scared. And that's why they keep doing what they're doing. Think about it, family. Think about it. We ain't bothering them. We ain't doing nothing. Black people trying to live, be peaceful, make their money, and take care of their families. So, are we the ones out here whipping and beating and doing all this and calling, white people hunkies and crackers? And are we we're not doing it. So what does that tell y'all? Why y'all folks want to come over here and start with us? Obviously, y'all must be scared of us black folks. And obviously, y'all ain't the goddamn majority no more. Y'all the minority. So what is it about us that you are afraid of? Think about it, family. They're afraid of you. So what they do is they got to get a hold of your mind.
They ain't never been a majority.
And when you think about it, they're trying to get a hold of your mind to keep you focused in their world and what they're doing and on their agendas. And that's how you get the people to keep them in fear. When you stop giving them energy, they lose the battle.
Do you think they're using the fear tactics as a control mechanism?
Of course. Just like in slavery days where they used the fear tactics of the Bible. We're going to give you the Bible. And the Bible says if you don't obey God, you're going to go to hell. So here, slave. Here, my slave, take this Bible. And you must obey the Bible. Okay? And your master won't hit you. That's it. So what happens is, it's the same type of energy. Keep you in fear tactics so they can control your mind. Keep you focused on not doing what you need to do and doing what your agenda is, which is to make sure that you are in transition with this transformation of energy. And as long as you are focused on them, they have you caught up in their world and you are continuing to worry, you can't go through your transformation because you're giving them energy. What's the best way of keeping you from gaining power and manifesting what you are supposed to manifest and doing what you have to do? What's the best way, y'all? Answer the question. The best way is to keep you focused on them. As long as they keep you focused on them and their agendas, you can't complete your transformation and your agenda. Which says the ancient ancestors said, the ancient Nubians, the ancient commission said, you shall rise in the west. We shall rise in the west. Okay? That means us, ancient ones. We shall rise because at the end of the day, their time is up. They've ruled too long, and under this rule, we have had nothing but chaos. We have had nothing but destruction. We have nothing but hate. We have nothing but killing. They have not followed any laws of my eye. None of the 42 laws they have not followed. And now their time is up. The divine feminine energy has to rise. And in order for it to rise, that energy has to be shut down. But it cannot be shut down until you understand that they will continue to keep you in their world. They will continue to keep you focused on them, so you cannot carry out your agenda as an ancient one on this earth to rise this vibration up to bring the balance back. Go ahead, brother.
Sean Jackson, you say you saw a tsunami coming to destroy. It was so powerful. Where was it hitting? Where was it hitting at?
That's in YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube.
And you know, Nikki Owens, you know, at the end of the day, see, this is my take on this. I refuse to be like them. See, y'all saying they're enemies. Now, we don't even, first of all, if we really think about it, we really don't pay them no mind until they give us a reason to pay them some mind. They're like little babies. Oh, well, let's get them to focus on us. We need their attention. Okay? So, really, at the end of the day, I don't pay them no mind. See, it's just like when we have the white supremacists. Why, think about it, why do white supremacists feel the need to go and march and walk around and say, white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy? You know why? Because they really know down in their goddamn souls that they are inferior to us. Okay? So as long as they know this, they have to go out and they have to march white supremacists, because they're scared little goddamn puppies. Okay? Now, one of the things I tell my people, don't you go out and do the same thing, because what you're saying is, you know what, when you go out and you say black power, black power, black power, you ain't got to do none of that when you know who you are. You see? And then what you're doing is you're doing the same thing to them, basically saying that you are inferior to them. Okay? You're inferior to them. So with saying that, I refuse to walk on the same vibration that they walk on, which means I'm not going to call you my enemy. That's what you want me to do. Because what you want me to do is be just like you. But you're not going to change who I am, because I know who I am. I'm an ancient one. And an ancient one knows and understands balance. And an ancient one knows that we didn't have racism back then. And an ancient one knows who was the original people. So with saying that, I do not have to walk around and call you an enemy. I don't have to walk around and say black power. I don't have to do none of that, because I am power, and I know that I'm power, and I know that you are the one that's afraid of me and feel that I'm your enemy, so you must call me the enemy. You must try to break me down, my body, mind, and soul. And with saying that, you have an agenda, and your agenda says to me that you fear the ground that I walk on. So as long as I'm caught up in your world and listening to you cry like a little child, you understand, because you truly are afraid of me, then you got me. And that's the problem, family. That's the problem. They're crybabies. They're enemies. They're my enemy. I refuse to be like y'all, because I know who I am. Don't be like them. Oh, well, they're our enemies. Really? They ain't our enemies. They're our fucking babies. They're scared. They're scared. They're scared to death of us. And that's why they do what they do. They know that this generation of children are not going to tolerate their bullshit. This generation of children are not trying to hear about God. This generation of children don't give a goddamn about a God, a Jesus, a white man, or nothing. This generation of children is not playing, and they are scared to death.
And they damn sure don't give a damn about jail or nothing. They don't care.
They don't care about jail. They don't care about killing each other. And let me tell you something. These folks are scared. Trust me. They are scared. They're sticking in their goddamn boots. You hear what I'm saying? Because this generation ain't 1960. This generation ain't black slavery days. This generation is saying, I'm going to hell out if I got to take 10 of y'all out with me. I'm going out of here. But you know what? This generation is a spiritual generation that knows where they came from and knows that the physical world means nothing. Because when you born, you die, and you live. This generation ain't no joke, so let them keep playing. And they know this. They know this, family, and that's why they continue to do what they do. Police brutality, lock them up in jails. You understand? Make them, suffer. Make them think that they're less than us. They're doing everything in their power. Poor people. They are hanging on by the skin of their goddamn teeth. They don't know what else to do. What the hell do y'all expect? Are y'all surprised? They don't know what to do. They're hanging on by the skin. And when I literally say skin of their teeth, these folks are hanging on by the skin of their goddamn teeth. They scared, and they know that their time is up. So that's what's taking place, family, okay? That's what's taking place. Don't get mad. They doing what they doing. They fighting for their goddamn lives. Fighting for their lives, okay? Fighting for their lives, and that's what's happening. Now, with saying that, what y'all do, don't get caught up in that energy. Don't get caught up in it. Sit back. Y'all watch. Take your babies outside. Get your family together. Call on your ancestors. Ancestors, do what you do. Rise up. Do what you do, ancestors. Let's go. And you keep going about your business. Keep living your life. Don't get caught up in that nonsense. Don't get caught up in it. I'm telling y'all. Y'all see? As I always say, their doing will be their very own undoing. And what's going to happen is they're going to disappear out of your world. That's what's going to happen. Y'all, before y'all know, you'll be like, God damn, what happened? What? Oh, I ain't hear about that. Because you're going to be on this level of vibration. You're going to be up here in the 6th and 7th dimension while they're still down here fighting, holding on by their pinky fingers. You know what I mean? Y'all got any questions?
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
done?
That's
It's
true. Yeah, it's done. I was asking, did you?
All right, go ahead. I'll be back. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's true, Nikki Owens. Statistically, it does show that they're actually dying off. They're not producing children fast enough, as they're dying off. It's I think in Europe they call it the demographic winter, and that's another thing. That's why they're going so hard on the Africans. In Europe too, that are coming over, and the Arabs and stuff like that, because the Europeans are dying off at a tremendous rate, and they can't produce children fast enough in Europe. And the same thing is happening here in the United States, but they hide it with their statistics and their census because they count the Hispanics as whites. They count the they also count the if you're African and you're from Northern Africa, it doesn't matter if you're dark skinned like me or you're light skinned, they're gonna count you as a white person. So a lot of stuff that they do is to trick you. That's why I say they never have been the majority. They've always been the minority. Even after slavery, if you go back and look at the census, we outnumbered them then, and along with the Native Americans and all of that, we've always outnumbered them in the world and everywhere else. So, let me see that.
I'm coming.
Okay, Sean Jackson, in your dream were you seeing the tsunami and the earthquake? Did you see it happen in a specific state or area, or did you just seeing just destruction with the earthquake and the tsunamis? Amun-Ra Osiris, you're right too. I did a little experiment. You said wherever our attention goes, that's where our energy goes. You're right. I used to do little experiments whenever I would go in a neighborhood or a supermarket that was predominantly Caucasian. What I would do is I would ignore everybody that was Caucasian. Not in a rude way. I would just go in there. I wouldn't like if they walk past me, I wouldn't look at them. I would just go straight to whatever I was getting. And then I noticed what would happen is the Caucasians would come over to me and try to open the door for me, and they would try to go out their way to speak to me and stuff like that. So they started, something in them has to have your attention. It has to. I don't know what it is, but they have to have your attention. It kind of bugs me out when I do that. But if y'all want to try it, yeah, I think every black person on here should try it, and it'll trip you out.
What?
Just ignore it when you go into like a store was predominantly white.
Mm-hmm.
Just focus in on what you're going in there for.
We did that at Kroger's the other day.
And they'll go out of their way to speak to you and talk to you. So.
I don't pay no goddamn mind.
Let me see.
Any questions? I don't pay them no mind, y'all.
And so.
How do you know you're speaking to your ancestors?
You'll know. They'll give you a sign. If you want to know if you're speaking to your ancestors and they're speaking back, they'll usually give you a sign. Or you can ask them to show you a sign or give you a sign to let you know that they heard you and something will happen. You know. You got any other questions over there?
Congratulations, Nicole Tabron. Another baby coming in this world. Congratulations. Oh, I'm back, y'all. Okay, so. How do you know that you're communicating with them? Well, Jonitra, you are your ancestor and your ancestors you. Okay? You share the same DNA as your ancestors, okay? And actually, all you have to do is ask for a sign and they'll give you a sign. Trust me, every time that I go outside, or even here, I have an ancestral altar set up inside as well. And I talk to my ancestors and I say, let me know you're here. Something will happen. And don't get scared. Picture might fall off the wall, something might fall, something might ting, the door might shut. They're going to let you know they're there, okay? But don't get scared. Don't get scared, okay?
KT says, do we have to put peppers under our tongue? No.
KT, you going by the first thing. Some tribes do that. Now, I have done it before. Some tribes require you to do that. Some tribes don't. Mine, they do. Guinea pepper. You put it under your tongue. It gives you clear communication to the ancestors. You want to get guinea pepper, take out the little peppers, put it under your tongue. And you call on the spirit of your ancestors, okay?
I only use that for, like, if I'm doing a ritual, like if I really want something done. But
yeah.
I ain't going to put no pepper under my tongue.
He's scary.
I ain't scared. I'm from Texas. I eat hot food.
Okay, Bakume Madre, he's scary. Hi, Nikki. Do you know anything about Bes? Yes, Bes is this short little dwarf deity from ancient Kemet. Bes is the one who would look over babies, women that were pregnant. He's over fertility in ancient Kemet. But I have a Bes piece that I wear. That's my little buddy. I got it straight from the tombs of ancient Kemet. Whoever was doing some grave robbing in ancient Kemet in Egypt, I actually had dirt still stuck in the little piece of Bes. Let me tell y'all something very powerful. Haven't seen another one like it nowhere else. I actually sent for it from Cairo, Egypt, okay? And when I got it, it still had dirt in it, and it's Bes. It's Bes. Sheila said, don't be scared. What about
ain't nobody scared when it comes to ritual work.
When calling the ancestors? What about using time when calling the ancestors? That's up your alley. Ain't that some voodoo stuff? Using time?
What?
Ain't that some voodoo stuff? Ain't that some voodoo stuff?
So you gonna have the people thinking I don't deal with spirits. Look at that.
No, he does. No. That's some voodoo. He loved that. How do I know if Papa Legba is trying to communicate with me? Oh, there you go. Right up your alley. Papa Legba. This is the Papa Legba man right here, okay? What is it about time? What about using time? Okay, now, you know, time, I use a lot of African. I'm an African first. Y'all know that, okay? I'm an African first. Y'all know I'm truly an African first. So I'm going to use my African traditions. Now, some stuff we cannot get here, over here in the United States of America, so we have to send back home to Africa. But You can put the power into time. You can use time for many different things. Time can be infused with the power of your prayer or whatever intent you want it to be used for, okay? You don't necessarily need to use time to communicate with your ancestors. I've never heard of that. Of course, I'm always going to go back home to Africa, okay? But with saying that, we have the power to use many different herbs.
To be honest,
throw the fly wood in my coffee, y'all.
To be honest, any herb you can change the frequency of it and use it for what you want if you pray over it.
You know,
but some are better for other things than others.
Does goddess protect? I missed that question. Does goddess protect what? When speaking to my ancestors, what language should I speak? When speaking to your ancestors, okay, depending on what language you do speak. If you speak English, you speak English to them. Now, I've had cases where I've done ancestral readings, and you know what's crazy, because some of the people's ancestors that were not American will communicate with me spiritually in that language. So if they were Spanish, if they was Japanese, if they was Chinese, the ancestor would communicate with me in that language. And y'all want to know what's deep about it? I would understand it in my communication with them on that realm. But I couldn't speak it. I couldn't speak the language. I couldn't speak Chinese. I couldn't speak it. You understand? But I understood what they were saying. That's the power of being able to really communicate and deal with your ancestors. Nikki, what? Okay, I guess thinking. Okay, Nikki, what about speaking to children? And what about speaking to children from the alternative realm? You can speak to children too. You could. Let me tell y'all sisters something. If y'all had abortions, before you got educated on really about what abortions are and how not to have them, if you had abortions, you can communicate with your babies that you aborted. You know that. You can communicate with them, but yes, I've communicated with children as well. So you can communicate with children on the ancestral realm too. And sometimes they'll come to you and they'll talk to you. You know what I mean? Papa Lucky showing me a red, black. Y'all got on red and black spirits. Actually, this is burnt orange, my sister. This is burnt orange. This is not red. But you know the camera colors. But
this issue.
I went to powwow in Holsky, North Carolina this weekend. The vibration was very strong. Nikki met 2 Indian sisters that were very spiritual. Yeah, our American Indian brothers and sisters are very spiritual as well. And a lot of us do have lineages that trace back to some of the tribes here on the land. What?
No, I'm just laughing.
Why?
Because you always say, you ain't no Indian, you're African.
You are African. He talking about here Indian, goddammit. I always say, here Indian.
My great-grandmother, she looked like a Mexican, but she was Indian. She had hair all the way down to her damn legs. And she used to wear moccasins and shit.
How many?
She argued me down to me I'm an African.
No, let me tell y'all something. You are African, goddammit. The first American Indian was an African. Go do your research. Now, the worst thing I hate, I remember I used to hear all the time. Every goddamn African in America wanted to be a goddamn, oh, I'm American Indian. Yeah, you got that pretty hair because my grandmother was a Blackfoot Indian. Or my grandmother was from the, this tribe and that tribe. And nobody ever wanted to identify with Africa. And that shit used to piss me off. I'm telling y'all. Okay. The first American Indian was an African. Despite of what y'all heard and how you want to put it, the first American Indian was African. Go look it up and you'll see. Okay? But y'all remember, every goddamn... and I used to hate that shit. What do you mean? Oh, well, yeah, my grandmother was American Indian. She was Blackfoot. Yeah, that's why she got that long, pretty black hair. First of all, if you know your goddamn culture, if you go over to Africa, 3,000 goddamn tribes, you'll understand that we come in all different shades, hair colors, hair textures, and everything else. You understand? But that's that bullshit that they brainwash your asses with. They got you fucking don't want to be dark skinned. They don't want to be light skinned. It's all that bullshit I don't like.
What about if you? What about people that say I'm French? I'm French. I like that Frenchman.
Which one?
Is you Frenchman? You got that Frenchman?
The fuck is Frenchman here? Yo, let me tell y'all a story, right? I'm gonna tell y'all a story. When I was 14, I went to North Carolina, right? You know, I'm coming out of New York. I grew up in New York. I grew up in Brooklyn, right? Okay. Despite that I had Africa in my home, because my mother and grandmother didn't play that, I grew up in New York City, okay? In Brooklyn. So I go down to North Carolina for the first time. I stay in Greensboro with my daddy. So I decided I was going to go to school 6 months. I only lasted 6 months and took my ass back to New York. So the girls used to say, Nikki, and at that time, y'all, I was young. I was 14, my hair down the middle of my back. You got good hair. And I looked at the girl, I said, well, what's good hair? No, I'm not playing, y'all. I'm dead serious. I said, well, what's good hair? I didn't understand that. I didn't understand it. And my father always used to remind me, he said, you remember that girl told you had good hair? You said, what's good hair? Because we was never brought up like that. My mother had 2 light kids and 2 dark kids, okay? Now, the thing about it, without my mother's side that was from Africa, that spoke our language, cooked our food, and had Africa in the home, despite we was in New York, we didn't have that type of energy in the house. We didn't experience that type of energy in the house where you had good hair, this one had good hair, this one light skin, this one dark skin. We didn't deal with that type of energy at all. So when I went to North Carolina, they said that, I said, what the hell is good hair? I just thought I had hair. You know what I mean? And that was that southern bullshit that got dark against the light. And this one had good hair and this one had nappy hair. And I'm looking at them like they goddamn crazy. My mother had 2 dark kids and we all came from the same goddamn womb. What does that tell you? What? Say something smart. You looking at me like that. And he up there, I'm Indian. I'm American Indian. Look how black this Negro is. He talking about he American goddamn Indian. Looking like he come out of goddamn Senegal, Africa. Oh, I'm Indian. Hey. Don't want to identify with the African part. That shit makes me mad, y'all. What? Say something.
What you talking about?
Say something.
I just told you, you know, hey, my grandmother is American Indian, so what you want me to do?
My grandmother's American Indian. But don't what? Okay. We ain't gonna get on that topic no more. Look here. He can say what he want to say. Look how pretty dark skin that is. Look at that red African dark red tone in that skin. Look at that beautiful skin. Oh, I'm Indian.
But you know what's funny is the whole time growing up, I would run into brothers from Nigeria, and they would speak to me in their native tongue. I'd be like, what? They'd be like, you not from Africa? I'd be like, hell no, I ain't from Africa. No offense. But, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, I'm not from Africa. And so, you know, it was just funny, but, you know.
Anyway, y'all.
She said, he's really a good man. He's just pretending.
I said he's full of shit. Full of shit. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, y'all, let's see. It is 52:60. We got a few more minutes. We'll take a few questions before we get out of here because we got a long day tomorrow. I got to get up early. So, y'all got any more questions? It is proven we are the only race 100% humanoid. Right on, Freeman. That's right. Humanoid. Right, that was me. Hold on. Yes, did I ask for forgiveness? Yes, I did ask for forgiveness for my past children, and then I became pregnant after losing one. That baby that you had, Nicole, that you lost, came back, and that's why you got pregnant after that, because that baby decided to come back. That baby has to be in this world, so that's why, okay?
Lady Virgo says, how can I vibrate more spiritually on a higher frequency?
Nicole Tabron, it is very important that you do engage your children in calling upon the spirit of your ancestors, okay? It's very important. They should be out there with you. You should get them the water, teach them. I bring my little grandbaby. He's 2 years old. That's the youngest one. Because the 8-year-old, the 5-year-old, and the youngest one is 2. He out there too. He got his little water poured, little ancestors, you know, calling on his ancestors too. Yes. What's she say, Miss Virgo lady?
How can I vibrate more on? How can I vibrate more spiritually on a higher frequency?
You know what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to make sure you take your mind, body, and soul back from this media and everything else that's going on around you. Okay. A lot of it involves changing your diet, embracing the energy, feeling the energy. You have to make sure that you pay attention, because a lot of times we get caught up. Like, I don't watch TV a lot at all. I don't watch TV a lot. I do a lot of spending my time in my mind, okay? Because I'm not letting them take my goddamn mind, okay? So I focus on my spiritual stuff, which means calling on my ancestors, making sure I'm doing my rituals. And y'all know I got a lot of clients, and not just here in the United States of America. I get clients that call me and deal with overseas, London, Jamaica. So I deal with a lot of people spiritually. So I'm constantly on my spiritual grind. So with me being on my spiritual grind, pretty much, I ain't got time to focus on what's going over here. I got to stay spiritual. Keep going to your shrines. Keep going to your altars. Keep talking to your ancestors. You understand? Stay off of that TV. Social media is good, but don't even stay on that too much. You know what I mean? Because they get your mind. They take you off your focus. Making sure you eat
unless you're
right.
watching us. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure you eat right. You know what I mean? Try the habits that you know that you need to change. Embrace this energy and do what's righteous. Try to walk a righteous path. And I'm telling y'all try to walk a righteous path. You know what I mean? Try to change your ways. If you got anger issues, change that shit. Change it. Ain't no need to walk around being angry. If you got depression issues, get the hell undepressed. Because at the end of the day, those are just spells that you put on yourself, okay? Try to change your ways. That don't mean you have to be all humble. Oh, well, you know. No. But you want to work your way towards cleansing yourself of old habits, the old world, the old shit, you know what I mean? And what you want to do is you want to focus on, coming into your newer self, getting wisdom. If you're around my age, I'm 47. If y'all around my age, and start acting your goddamn age. I'm not saying turn into an old lady now. I'm just saying embrace the energy and the wisdom that this transformation is taking you on. Okay? That means your thinking needs to start changing. Now, yes, I'm a grandmother, but you can't call me grandma because I ain't that goddamn old. I do got some gray hair up here, but at the end of the day, they call me Nana, okay? My thing is at the end of the day, but that don't mean we're in a different energy.
I got a little gray hair, too.
He got a lot of gray hair,
It was
y'all.
black when I met her.
Yeah, he's lying. Sean, stop lying. I was wondering if we could tell me hold on, let me look on my Facebook here.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Let me answer Gary's. I was wondering if you could tell me, I keep on seeing a blue light flash in front of me several times a day. Do you know what that is? Gary. Ooh, that's a sign. Pay attention to that blue light. That means you on another vibration, my brother. That means you probably on, I'm going to say you probably on that 5th vibration. Them blue lights and flashes, yeah, you going through your transformation. So that's what I'm seeing with you. That's your transformation. Tell me when you start seeing not just the blue light, you're going to start seeing like sparks of lights, okay? That's how you know you in this transformation and you vibrating on a higher frequency. Go ahead now. What's the question?
Okay, what is it? Our doofus says he saw a tall spirit in his child's bedroom today at his mother's house. Should he be concerned?
Yes, you should be concerned. You got the baby's protection on. Didn't I make baby protection for that baby? And I'm going to kick y'all asses if y'all ain't got the goddamn protection on the baby, because she's an open vessel for them type of spirits.
Yeah, doofus.
She better have her protection on. If she don't, we going to have a problem. You and that baby mama. Because at the end of the day, children are open vessels for them spirits. And we are in a serious spiritual warfare. And what's taking place is that these spirits are looking for souls to take a hold of. And if they're looking for souls, you better have your babies, your elders, your children protected from head to toe.
He says she won't keep it on her.
Look here. Who's the goddamn mother and the father, and who's the baby? Put it around her ankle. Put it around her ankle.
He said you need to call and talk to her.
You know, if I
you the daddy.
Exactly. That's your child. You got to protect her.
He said she
Why
got
do I keep
control
saying the
issues.
same time every day? Jonicha, you're seeing the same time. What's the time? Tell me what the time is, because you're going through. When y'all start seeing repetitive numbers, when you start seeing your birthdays, and you start seeing the same time every day, that's the beginning of your awakening, your transformation. Okay? That means you getting ready to go through a major transformation. If you don't know, I'm telling you now, 1043. Okay? So that's a sign. When you start seeing 1043, birthdays, repetitive numbers, you are going through a transformation. Don't say I didn't tell you so. I'm telling y'all. Pay attention to it. That's the beginning of your transformation. And you begin to vibrate on different levels of frequency as you go up and up and up as you see more and more numbers, okay? What type of protection do you sell? The protection for the children? Well, we have different type of protection for the children. In my African tribe, we call it a cantadorge. A cantadorge is a certain color bead that we put on the baby when they're first born, okay? But we also have different protections we can make, mostly beads for the babies that we make, and we put it on the baby. And the baby, for protection from spirits, okay? From evil spirits.
We do a lot of, we make protections for their, their cribs and stuff like that also, so when they're sleeping.
Right. And see, the thing about it is that another thing when babies are born, like each one of my grandchildren, when they were born, there's a ritual that we do. I take the baby out to the sun and I hold the baby up to the sun. There's certain rituals we do. There's certain things we do. And then there's also like a certain type of, like when they baptize here, but it's different with us. We do it different with herbs and stuff like that we do for the babies when they're born. Okay? What can you use for autism children? Sheila Scarborough, autistic children in Africa are considered very highly spiritual children. We don't consider them the same as they do here. They give them a title, autism. No, these children are different type of beings. Human beings, but on another level. They're already coming in this world, vibrating on a higher frequency. And these children are also able to... they're able to take themselves in different realms. So when we talk about autistic children, they're not of this realm right here. Physically they are, but spiritually they're not. We need to pay attention to that. And what they want to do is label them as slow, but these kids are not slow. These kids are highly spiritual. So they're very well protected. You have to protect them because they also become open vessels for disagreeable spirits, okay? So you have to be careful with that. Autistic children should be protected. Protection. Have on their protection. Keep them protected. Freemen, some of them are old souls at birth, but the ones that have been coming in for the last New Year's are totally different souls. These babies that are coming in, they're coming in with the DNA already, already activated. Whereas, they say many of us use 3% of our DNA. No, these babies coming in now, I don't know who they are and what they are, but they got some goddamn superpowers that you never seen before, which means that they're using more of their DNA. So what's happening is these babies are brilliant. These are new souls coming in. These are newly created souls. Yep. What?
Nikki Nakia said, as a child, I was visited by a Native American man in a headdress. Was he my ancestor? I don't know his name. I don't know his name. How can I contact him?
Nikki Nakia, it looks like it was one of your great-great-grand. It looks like a third great-grandfather. And what you want to do is you want to call him back. If he visited you then, that means he was looking over you at that time. But now that you know about ancestors, you need to call upon his spirit. It don't matter if you know his name. Call upon him to come back so he can communicate with you through your dreams, okay? Freeman, no, I didn't see that. That's interesting, Freeman. Send me that video. I would love to see that. Of the baby working. See, I told you there's some new babies coming up in here. Some new creative, creations here.
Nikki Owen says, regarding disagreeable spirits, how to deal, do I ignore them or finesse them, I guess? I mean, what?
You better shut them bitches down. Them disagreeable spirits, you hear what I'm saying, are coming to cause havoc in your goddamn life. In the Western world, they call them demons. In Africa, we call them disagreeable spirits. Them disagreeable spirits are coming to cause havoc in your life. And they're going to feed off of any energy. They're going to be walking through your family, your man, your woman, your kids' bodies. Okay? They looking. Let me tell y'all something. When that veil was lifted on August 8th, the Lion's Gate was open. Them spirits came running down here. And these spirits are right now rampant on the earth. That's why you see these people acting such a goddamn fool. But let me tell you this. What you got to understand is that they are using bodies, minds, and souls. And they will come through people. This is real. They will come. I see them. I recognize them. You'll see the spark. You'll see some type of sparkle in their eyes. That's how I know they goddamn demons and disagreeable spirits. And I recognize them. Shut them down. Don't fear. Shut them down. Get your ass away from me. That's what I do. Get your ass up out of my house. We're gonna have a problem. If it's a person, get your ass away from me, because I see that demon in you, and I don't like you, goddamn demons. I don't like y'all, and I'm about to knock your ass out. I'm not playing. Y'all got to deal with them like that. And when you recognize them, make them go. See, I take them in the bush. I take you in the bushes and beat you with some. Take you in the goddamn forest and beat you with some bushes and some herbs and get them bitches out of you. Yeah, cause I do exorcisms too, y'all. As a matter of fact, we got a house call, cause we do paranormal activity. Okay, we got a house call from a Jamaican brother. He said that every time in the morning, like 3 o'clock in the morning, he's being attacked by these spirits. So he called me yesterday saying, you know, I need to get these spirits out the house. But what I seen is that they sent these spirits to him. And it was a woman he was messing with, okay? And this woman deals with obeah, because, you know, in Jamaica and the islands, they call it obeah. So what she did is she sent what they call a duppy spirit to his ass. Now, we got to go in there and clean that shit up, okay?
Hold on. Somebody says oh yeah, she wants to know is a smoke, what is it, smoky crystal, smoky quartz, is that good for protection?
They say smoky quartz is good for protection, but the best protection you could put over smoky quartz is your protection. What I mean by that is, you know, first of all, we get these crystals. They can be very, very powerful, but you should always infuse your own power into your crystals, okay? First of all, you want to soak them in sea salt and water. Then you want to leave them in the sun for about 3 days. And then you want to, while they're in the sea salt and water, you want to pray over that. Pray over it for whatever you want that crystal to do. Then you leave it in the sun and let the sun infuse it with power. Then you use your smoky quartz crystal. Just don't get it from the store and think you're going to use it. Because you got to remember, it has a lot of commercial energy on it.
Anything that you buy to put on your altar, you want to cleanse it out first. Anything.
Leonard Johnson, any significance of pain on the top side of the head? It comes and goes. You know, first and foremost, always go to the doctors to make sure it's nothing else. But from what I've been hearing and dealing with myself over the years, and many clients that I have that are spiritual, your body is going through a spiritual awakening. So there's work being done, and don't ask me from where. I don't know if it's coming from the cosmos or if it's part of the transformation of the earth. But because your body is going through an evolutionary process and a transformation, there's things that's going on with your body has a lot to do with this transformation. And what we got to understand is that you're going to get pains. You're going to feel different. And if you go to the doctors and they keep saying nothing's wrong, that means you're going through an awakening process with your body. But do go to the doctors first, because it can mean many things, okay? But if you go to doctors, you get MRIs and they're doing all kind of tests and there's nothing wrong, then that's part of your transformation with your body, because our bodies are going through another stage. It's not like, you know, where they claim that we went from monkeys to human. No, not like that. Because we're going through a universal transformation, which means the earth is changing, the species are changing, even the cosmos, the planets are changing. You are part of all of this. So you being a part of it all, we are going through a physical transformation. The DNA is reactivating. So as the DNA reactivates, which means you're getting more access to information. Where does the information come from? The outformation, because you're connected to the universe. You're connected to the stars. You're connected to the water. So we're saying that everything is going through a transformation. You're going to get aches and pains and this and that. But again, I always recommend go to the doctors. But if you don't see nothing wrong, then you know that your body is changing. Even the way you think, even the way you talk. Y'all got to pay attention to this. Like I said, they keep you so blindsided with all the shit that's going on with media. You can't pay attention to the spiritual transformation that's taking place within. And that's what we have to start doing. Start paying attention to what's taking place within your body. Okay? As the ancient said, as above, so below, as within, so without. This is a major universal transformation. All right, we're going to take the last question for the night.
Talking about the spirits attacking him. The sister, a lot of black people like to use sage. Sage is weak. I would rather, I recommend using whatever the Africans use. I just leave it at that. You got something you want to add to that?
You know, Nicole, let me say this. Your boyfriend, let me tell you about your boyfriend. Your boyfriend is being attacked for some reason or the other, okay? Your boyfriend is dealing with some emotional distresses. And what's happening is your boyfriend is at a weak stage in his life right now. I'm telling you what I see. Now, you said his mother transitioned. First of all, he hasn't gotten over that, okay? That still bothers him. That bothers him. He's not talking about it a lot, and he may talk a little bit about it, but that bothers him, okay? But because he's in a weak stage right now in his life, what's taking place is these spirits know this. They feed off of this. So with saying that, what's happening is that's why he's being attacked. Because he's a little bit weak right now. He's still dealing with some emotional distresses. So he's going to be attacked. What you can do is, you said you're burning sage your house for a little while. Them demons ain't trying to hear no goddamn sage. They be like,
they laugh at sage.
They laugh at sage. Real talk. They'll run from it for a while. But they're going to come right back.
They'll need to trick you.
Now, what you want to do is get you some sea salt, or you want to get you some black salt, which we do sell. You can get you some black salt, which is infused with African herbs and some very powerful different medicines we put in it to keep all type of disagreeable spirits away. And you want to put that around the bed. Take a little bit of sea salt, or salt if you have it, throw it under the bed, on his side of the bed. Okay? And you might want to throw some under his pillow, too. My baby mama did some voodoo work on my kids so they would never think of me. Is there any way of breaking that? I haven't seen them well over a year now, Nikki. Leonard Johnson, didn't we talk about that last week? Let me tell you something. Your kids share your DNA. I need you to get a picture of your children, right? And what I need you to do is get a needle and prick your finger. And I need you to take the picture of your children and prick your finger with blood. And then I need you to touch each one of your child's finger with blood. Picture on top of their head with blood, and ask that your blood be the cleansing of them not knowing or talking to you or forgetting about you. And then what you do is you take that picture after you put your blood on each one of your children, because they share your DNA, then you bury it in the earth. Then I want you to pour water, pay homage to the earth, and ask the earth to break any rituals that woman has done to make your kids forget about you. But your blood has to be on there because your children share your DNA. Okay? I do have black sand, William Bay. Yes, I do.
Black sand?
Yes.
Doofus said his 88-year-old grandfather fell and broke 3 bones, 2 in his neck, and today is currently in the hospital. Do you see him ever being okay? Do you see him being okay?
Oh, wow, that's sad. Okay? He broke 3 bones in his neck?
2.
Wow.
In his neck. 3 bones, 2 in his neck.
Wow. Woo. Poor, he's in a lot of pain. He's a strong man, Justin. He's strong, but all I'm going to tell you is like this. Go to the ancestors. If it's their will for him to live, he will live through this. Okay? You got to remember age. 88 years old. He broke 2 bones in his neck.
And he tired.
And he's tired. I don't know. I don't want to speak on that right now. And I'm not going to speak on it because I need you to go to your ancestors about that. I need you to talk to your ancestors about that. And if it's their will, he will be here. Well, he still may have time here. For now, I do see he's going to be okay. But I'm going to be honest with you. Within 6 months, I can't say that. And that's how I'm going to leave it.
John Jackson, I don't know. He just saying he's going to keep going to the ancestors. Keep talking to them.
All right, family. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. I enjoyed y'all. I love y'all. Had fun with y'all. But it's time for y'all to go to bed. Y'all got to go to work tomorrow. Y'all got to go back to the slave plantation. And thank you so much, Nicky Love and Brother Soul. You know, live every night. Well, say it. So you, what? Say, wait. Hold on.
What?
So you hold live every night. Oh, no. We don't do it every night. He got me on here tonight, y'all, because I was tired. We rearranging some stuff at the store, you know what I mean? And it's like, you know, I was tired of shit. I'm sitting on the couch, eating dinner, just kind of dozing off. He got me to do this tonight. We did one. When did we do one? Last night? We did it the night before. We did one the night before. Okay, but no, we try to do, well, at least 3 times a week. Okay? We try to do it 3 times a week, family. So, at the end of the day, you know, we setting up some things now. You might see us a little bit more often, but at the end of the day, we try to come on and give back and, you know, commune and talk with the community, you know, and share topics. But the most important thing is being the messenger. And again, the most important thing I wanted to tell y'all tonight was the message about paying attention to your transformation, okay? I need the address, what?
To deliver clothes.
Okay. We got, oh, and again, we want to thank, before we go, we have to thank, again, Miss Sanders, April Sanders, who sent a box full of clothes, and just on my Facebook, y'all could see it, and there's still tags in them. She sent new clothes to this young lady. We did the homeless video the other day with the homeless people, and they're doing well now. Everything is going well for them, and they're getting on their feet, okay? Still looking for jobs, you know, but they're getting on their feet. So, we got a total of, I think, $120, $100 in donations, and she got a box full of clothes, brand new sneakers, sketches, and Miss April Sanders really hooked her up from Raleigh, North Carolina. We want to thank her for her precious donation to Jennifer. And what happened, y'all, is she actually had her in transition while they were homeless and staying from place to place. Somebody had stole their clothes at the bus station. Stole her clothes anyway. They took all that girl's clothes. So Miss Sanders sent her a whole box of brand new clothes, and we want to thank you. And again, this is what I be talking about, family. We got to give back in the community. We got to give back in the community. You know what I mean? We are here talking, but we ain't walking, and that means walking the walk. You understand? You can talk the talk all day long, but you got to walk the walk, which means put your time in. Keep the blessings circulating. If you ain't got money, if you got a plate of food to give somebody, help a fellow sister and brother out. Don't judge people, because you never know their situations. And for those who didn't see that show, go back and watch it, because that young lady became homeless 2 years ago because she was helping the homeless people. Her landlord put her out. Now she became homeless. Ain't that a story? So we're saying that, you see, we gave them a place to stay, all 3 of them, helped them out. They looked, when they came, bro, they looked straight like homeless people. Look a whole bunch better, clean, gaining weight back, got food every day.
On this Facebook.
And that's what it means to unify, to do and do right in the community and do what you're supposed to do, okay?
Nikki Owens, the website is NickyLoveWUNAM.com.
I'm about to put it in Facebook.
You gonna put it in there? No, I can't put it. It doesn't allow me to put it on the YouTube.
Okay.
So.
All right, family. There you have it. Okay. Now, again, we want to say thank you to all that donated to them, and you know they're still getting on their feet. But thanks again. Where can I find more info on the who?
The tunnel.
What tunnel are you talking about? What tunnel? I'm not sure what tunnel you're talking about.
She said something about a third eye. I didn't really see.
It's not a third eye. It's a first eye. Don't ever call it a third eye. That's your first eye. You're always going to be a spiritual being first. Spiritual beings never die. Physical body does. So it's not your third eye, it's your first eye. And then these become your second and third eyes. This is your third eye, this is your second, and this is always going to be your first eye. Y'all get in the habit of taking your history back. Stop letting people tell y'all the wrong information. Just like they walking around here talking about, we're going through, the DNA is activating. No. The DNA is reactivating because at one time, 25,900 years ago, we actually used all of our strands of our DNA. Y'all getting the wrong information. Y'all better listen to your own.
Nikki and the Kid, it's a bunch of hoodoo books out there. So it's a bunch of them. I'm talking about tons of them. You can read. I just wouldn't get into all the... just be careful with some of it. And a lot of it's... some of it's good, but a lot... I'd say about 65% of it can be negative. So just, I wouldn't practice any negative rituals unless you're defending yourself. There you see, you got it on there. See, it only lets you do it on your phone. It won't let me do it on.
Are you talking about royalty, the tunnel? How to get through that tunnel? You got to keep doing it. You got to keep staring at that before you go to bed, okay? And you know what? I'm going to tell you another thing that can take you through that spiral is the sun. Start practicing sun gazing, okay? Do a little bit at a time, 5 minutes a day. Get your eyes used to it. And once you get used to that sun, then they got you. That sun, and you'll see it. When you're sun gazing, that sun will pull you in. And you see the spiral I sent y'all? That'll be the same spiral you'll see that you're going to when you're doing your sun gazing, okay? So, I'm going to tell you like this. When you're doing your sun gazing, that's even better because it's natural. But that image that I sent you all of the spiral, do that at night before you go to bed. If you're not getting it, do it every night.
She says she can't find any info on it.
Any info on what?
The third eye tunnel.
You're not finding any information on it because you're not supposed to, because you was only supposed to get it on one source. And as I told you, I was giving a message I was giving that message by the Sphinx. The original Sphinx is a woman, okay? The original Sphinx is a woman. Her name is Hara Marquette. Now I'm going to tell you like this. When I give messages, y'all, I am not playing. This is truly from spirit. You're not going to find no information because when I got a message that the Sphinx that said that we need to do that, just like I was told by the spirits that we need to do the green challenge for that week, for one reason or the other, the messages are real. Now, when I gave y'all that message, y'all should have did it and kept doing it. Because at that time, there was some type of energy that was being presented to us. And I told you all, the Sphinx, Hara Marquette, is the overseer of the earth. Okay?
Okay, and on that note, you can go to you check on Nikki Love's page. It's the video she's talking about is called the end of age, it's an end age of Pisces ritual, end of age Pisces ritual. It was like 2 weeks ago. It's about 1,800 views. You can look at that, and you can see the ritual she's talking about to help you with your activating your third eye. Oh, no, this is downloading information. But this is the ritual you're talking about, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, no, wait. Is it this one? That's the right one. That's the right one?
It's 12 o'clock, y'all. It's time to go. Been on too damn long.
No, it's this one, Spiral.
For tonight. That's just the spiral.
Oh, okay.
I just put the spiral up there for them, but that's the day I was talking. Okay. All right, family, look. We getting ready to get off of here. Love you, my brother William Bay, my sister Nikki Owens. Peace and blessings, everybody. We'll see everybody another time. Maybe Friday night. If y'all want us to talk about something, let us know. Hit me up inbox. Hit us up on YouTube. Put it on YouTube. If y'all want us to talk about something, let us know. Okay? On that note, we're getting ready to get out of here. Oh, I see my cousin Sherelle. She was just on Facebook. Peace and blessings, cuz. Okay? But we getting ready to get out of here, family. It's time to go. It's 12 o'clock, and I got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I got a 2-year-old to watch. And let me tell y'all something. He will be up until 10 o'clock in the morning dancing to the African cartoons, you know what I mean? And to Soul, Choo-Choo Soul. And trust me, I got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning with this baby. But anyway, Rose, you all late. Look at my best friend on here. Look, that's my bestie, y'all. That is my bestie right there. She always late to the goddamn occasion. But I love her, though. I'm going to call you tomorrow, Miss Rose Flame Smith. I'm going to call you tomorrow. Portals are available. Seekers, Nikki can lead you. Thank you, William Bay. Thank you. On that note, we'll see everybody probably Friday night, y'all. We'll probably come on Friday night. Again, let me know if y'all want me to talk about something. Hit me inbox. Hit us on YouTube. Want to talk about it? Spiritually see about it? That's what we do. This is Spiritually Seeing Show. We'll talk to y'all soon. Blessings. Love y'all, family.
Peace.